Hi everyone, welcome to another Year in Cards class. This month we're going to focus on different ways to use ribbon. Most of the time we just tie ribbon in a bow or in a knot or just, wrap it around a page or a card. But I'm just going to show you a couple different ideas on what you can do with ribbon. Well, actually in this video I'm just going to show you one way. And then for the other two ways you can use ribbon, make sure you check out the class page over at twopieceindabucket.com in the education section. So I'm going to start out with, I've got some chocolate paper, some cardstock folds down here to a standard size card. So when you're done folding it, it should be 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches across. And this is the blue and grow paper. I think it's put out by My Mind's Eye, and it's available in the two-piece store. And it has some really, really cute patterns in it. And so I wanted to show you a way that you can use a lot of patterns on a card and then use a little bit of ribbon just to finish it off. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to adhere this to the front of the card. I'm just using some tape runner adhesive. Isn't this pattern gorgeous? It's a really great collection of papers. So I'm just going to kind of get that on the front. These colors are just so vibrant. Okay, I'm also going to adhere this one to the front. And it might hang off just a little bit. I always tend to cut my papers just a little bit too long, and it works well for me because then I just cut off the end and I know it matches perfectly. This one is really, really long. I'm not sure why. I probably just got a little happy when I was trimming. Okay. I'm going to round the corners really quick. And I tend to round the corners, the front separately as opposed to, putting it together and doing it. Just because sometimes the punches are a little bit stubborn and they're less likely to be stubborn when you only punch one at a time. Okay, I'm going to go get my scallop edge punch for the front of this card really quick. Okay, I'm going to give you a crash course in using some of these Fiskars edge punches. This is the way I do it. I have it sitting down on the table and the Fiskars is upside down to me. And I slide it in. If you look at your punch, you see this little area right here, this little square. That's where the metal mechanism for the punch is. So you want to make sure that when you start punching that it's within that area. So then I'll punch down. Sorry about that, it's a little loud. You see that it's punched this area. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up with the image that's on the punch. Hold down tight and punch. And then you can just keep sliding over until you get to the end of your paper. Okay, perfect. Alright, and once again this is a little bit too long, but that's okay. I'm just going to adhere it onto the card right here. Okay. Alright, and here's where the fun part comes in with the ribbon. I have a stapler here. I'll cut some ribbon and I'm going to be taking it across the card and gathering it really, really messy as I go across. This is super easy, especially if where you're stapling isn't too far into where your card is. So I'm actually going to wrap it around the card for this first little part. Okay. Alright, and then I can come back in. I'm actually going to get a couple gathers going, and I'll punch that. I want some messy parts. This card can get a little bit thick because of all the gathered ribbon. So if you're going to be sending it off to someone, you might want to just keep track of how much ribbon you're gathering, because you might have to pay extra postage. However, if it's for a card for someone you're going to see, you could just give it to them in person. Okay, and I'm just going to wrap this edge around and then staple it. Okay, so we have the basics of our card done. I'm just going to put some, a little thank you right here with some chipboard letters as soon as I can find them. These are some chipboard letters from Basic Gray. And I think I'll have it say thanks. These letters have adhesive on the back of them. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have it start from the S from the side. Okay, and there you go. There's your card with some gathered ribbon with staples. And make sure you check out the other projects over at 2piesindabucket.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next month.